In 60 AD, the most powerful military force in the ancient world burned to the ground 3 of its own cities and ran. Not from another empire, not from a rival army, from one woman. Her name was Boudicca. She was a queen with nothing left to lose, and she came within inches of destroying Roman Britain forever. Rome conquered Britain in 43 AD. To keep control, they used a simple strategy: make deals with local kings. Let them rule their own people, tax them, use them, and when they were no longer useful, take everything. Boudicca's husband, Prasutagus, was one of those kings, king of the Iceni tribe in what is now Norfolk, England. He played by Rome's rules his entire life, and when he died in 60 AD, he did what Rome expected. He left half his kingdom to Emperor Nero and half to his 2 daughters, a gesture of loyalty, a peace offering. Rome ignored it entirely. Roman soldiers marched into Iceni territory and annexed the whole kingdom. They seized the land, they looted the nobles' homes, they had Boudicca, the queen, publicly flogged like a common criminal. And they assaulted her daughters. Rome made a catastrophic miscalculation. Boudicca didn't collapse. She organized. While the Roman governor Suetonius Paulinus was away on a campaign in Wales, she moved. She united the Iceni with the neighboring Trinovantes tribe and every other group that had a grievance against Rome. And there were many. Within weeks, she commanded an army of over 100,000 warriors. Her first target was Camulodunum, modern-day Colchester, the symbolic capital of Roman Britain. Home to a giant temple built to the deified Emperor Claudius, the Romans had forced locals off their land to build it. The locals had never forgotten. Boudicca's forces burned it to the ground. Every Roman inside was killed. The Roman legion sent to relieve the city was ambushed and destroyed. What remained of the garrison held out for 2 days. Then they died too. Londinium was next, modern-day London. The Roman governor raced back from Wales with his forces, but he arrived to find the city impossible to defend. He made the brutal calculation to abandon it entirely, leave the civilians to their fate. Boudicca's army swept through and burned London to the ground. Historians estimate between 70,000 and 80,000 people died. Roman historians describe the scale of the slaughter with horror. Then came Verulamium, modern-day St Albans, burned, obliterated. 3 of Rome's most important cities in Britain, gone. Archaeologists today can still find a thick layer of ash beneath modern London. The physical evidence of Boudicca's fury still exists under your feet if you walk through the city of London. Rome was in full panic. Emperor Nero reportedly considered abandoning Britain entirely. The island simply wasn't worth the losses. 4 legions were at risk. Ancient historians recorded that even Rome's political establishment knew this was a close-run thing. Suetonius regrouped with around 10,000 soldiers. He chose his ground carefully, a narrow valley with forest behind and open plain ahead. Boudicca's larger army couldn't use its numbers in the confined space. The battle was brutal and short. Discipline beat fury. Rome's tight formation shredded the charge. Boudicca's warriors found those wagons blocking their own retreat. The slaughter was catastrophic. Ancient sources claim 80,000 Britons died that day. Boudicca did not surrender. She took poison, choosing death over the humiliation of a Roman triumph, just as Cleopatra had done a century before. Rome won, but they never forgot what happened. After the revolt, Roman policy in Britain changed completely. The abuses that triggered the rebellion were investigated, officials were recalled, reforms were made. Boudicca lost the war, but she forced the most powerful empire in the world to change how it treated conquered people. A woman with a whip mark on her back and an army of grieving warriors had made Rome blink. Her name means victorious woman in the ancient Celtic language. History gave her the right name. Hit subscribe. Every week we uncover the stories they left out of your history class. And drop a comment below. Do you think Boudicca was a freedom fighter, a conqueror, or both? See you in the next one.